Hello everyone, I'm Steve. Mark's not around at the moment, and this is Smokeysteveandmarc. Welcome or welcome back. So usually we have something a little different for you on a Sunday, but since we checked in just a few days ago, thought we'd indulge another craving that I have besides juicy gossip and have a little bit of pizza. So tonight we'll be doing another Steve Will Try It, and we'll be trying out the Hamilton Beach Pizza Maker. All right, let's get to it. All right, so let's see what we got. So the product is Hamilton Beach. Good brand. We have actually a lot of appliances from Hamilton Beach. This is their pizza maker. It cooks a 12-inch pizza. So when you think your typical frozen pizza or the pizza pan when you buy one just generically from a store, it's usually about a 12-inch. So that's what you can make from here. You can peek in the window while it's cooking. It rotates. It has a heating element here and here. So you're crisping on the bottom and on the top. It only takes up to about 30 minutes from their description to cook an entire pizza. No preheating required, and it's adjustable, and it cooks up to 40% faster and 52% more efficient than a regular oven. So, that sounds good. So this had very, very, very little assembly. I took this out of the box, and it was in 2 pieces. So here's one piece. That's the pizza thing, okay? It opens up. This is the front. And there's the inside. So you can see here at the top piece, there's a heating element, and then in the bottom, there's one as well. There's a little rotator part in the center where we are going to actually end up adding our pizza tray to. So this I didn't realize until I started going through this stuff because Mark had gotten hold of this. The pizza tray goes inside of here and close. And the pizza tray is going to rotate, kind of like in your microwave. So what'll happen is we'll make a dough, put it in the bottom of the pan, make the pizza, put the pan inside of here, and then we're going to let it go. Now, how long does it cook? The pan has they have some different suggestions. There's power 1 through 5, 5 being the hottest, and it goes up to 30 minutes on the timer. For what we're going to do, we're going to make a fresh dough, because I need fresh dough, pizza, 12-inch, and we're going to make it in the pizza maker. So in theory, according to the chart provided in the instructions, and they do provide instructions, to make a pizza like that, it's going to be a power of 4 and a time of 12 to 15 minutes. So I'm gonna get my ducks in a row here, and we'll be back to make some pizza, and we'll see what floats and what sinks, I guess. Now, if you're not a pizza eater, that's okay, at least according to them. You can do biscuits, you can do quesadillas, bruschetta, cookies, all kinds of other stuff in here. And if you have any issues and need to be troubleshooting, which we'll find out as we go as well, we'll let you know how those go down. But let me get some dough and we'll get baking. Ta-da! So here we have our Hamilton Beach pizza maker. There's no need to preheat this item, actually. It's supposed to be just good as is. I'll say now, the cord is about 3 feet long. So yeah, you can do this a few different places. We're doing it in the studio and not in the kitchen, but 3-foot cord's a little short for me. So, onward and upward. We're going to take our pizza maker and take the pan out. We're going to put the dough into the pan, make the pizza, and then put it back in to cook. So we have my dough, which I was very excited to make. Anybody interested? It's a really quick recipe. It's 2 cups flour, 1 cup water, 1 packet of dry instant yeast, and a pinch of salt. Mix it up. Put it in a place like your oven with the pilot light on, and you're going to leave it there for maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then boom, you have pizza crust. Of course, you can get it out of the can. If you're going to use pizza shells cooked that are purchased, refer to page 6 of the instruction guide, and it will tell you there how you can go about that. So, nothing fancy. This should make a 12-inch pizza. Spread it out. Doesn't have to be perfect. We're doing this at home. All right, and there we have our dough. So I'm going to go in now with some sauce and use whatever kind you like, any brand you like. We're using jarred sauce. 8 ounces comes in the jar, so I guess I'm going to use about half of that. And we're just going to spread our sauce out. Now, crust consistency the amount of sauce you use. A lot of this stuff is all up to, your own personal taste. What I'll be interested to find out as we use this is that if the dough I just made is enough for like a nice round, which would be good, and exact amounts, you don't have to break it up into bits if you want to do the recipe. Good. You can also use a frozen pizza, or you can use those shells that you get too. You want to, again, consult the instruction guide to make sure you're doing it correctly. At least the few times I always recommend to people, and I try to practice it myself, follow the directions for the machine almost exactly, if not exactly, first time you're going to use it. Because the first time you're going to use it, you don't have much of a measuring stick. So we'll start from there. And then if we find that our crust was too doughy, our crust was too crisp, our crust was too thin, it was too burnt, then we can troubleshoot from there. We just do what we can. But I'm a sauce fiend. I do like sauce myself. So there's that. All right. So that was about half a cup of sauce, I suppose. And put that over there. Mozzarella cheese, or a cheese blend of your preference. This was one of those bags you get in the store, which are about 2 cups. So I'm guessing this will be about a cup. But I like a lot of cheese. I wouldn't trust someone who didn't. So we're gonna go. We'll use it. We'll use it. We'll use it. I grew up on extra cheese pizza. It wasn't until I got older and went out into the world and I buy a slice and I'm like, God, this is so scant. I didn't realize or pay attention to the fact that my father had been ordering large pizzas with extra cheese every Saturday for about 20 years. And I had lost concept of what a lot of cheese versus a little cheese looks like. So goes. So goes. All right. I think we're good here. Now, if you have any other little toppings you want to use, mushrooms, peppers, onions, meats, hot pepper flakes, Italian seasoning, whatever you want to do. Now, onto our machine, which takes no preheating, apparently. We're going to open up, put our pizza in, and this thing is going to rotate. So you ought to have it kind of sitting on where it's going to rotate. You just got to feel for it for a minute, and then it'll fall into place. We close this. Now it's closed. And then refer to the instruction guide. So according to the instruction guide, using refrigerated type dough, we have a fresh crust from 9 to 12 inches would need a temperature setting of 4 and a time setting of 12 to 14 minutes. So there's 4. And then we're going to go, what does it say, 12 to 14? I'll go 13. I'll go in the middle. 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. The pizza is spinning, the heating element and the power light are on. So we'll see you in 15 minutes. All right. There we go. Okay, now that looks like a pizza. So this was at the 14-minute mark using our fresh dough. So I'm going to attempt to do is pull the pan out and then slide the pizza onto this. Everything is hot. There's signs on everything that say it's hot. Common sense would tell you a lot of the stuff is hot. So just be very, very careful. All right, there's a pizza. See that fresh dough? You can't replicate that. Okay, so to keep the party going, put this back in, make sure it's in its level spot where it's supposed to be. And I'm going to go in with a frozen one. So frozen pizzas, there's different directions for each one. This one is a rising crust. So for rising crust, they recommend, what do we got here? 5 minutes, or temperature setting of 5, so the highest, for 21 to 23 minutes. So we're going to try out our store-bought and see what goes on. I'll get back to you in a few. We'll meet you on the couch and see if the pizza's worth making. All right, and now for our frozen friend. This is a frozen 12-inch rising crust pizza. Depending on the thickness of your crust, you want to check with your guide. For the frozen rising crust, our machine says to use it on power level of 5, which is the highest, for 21 to 23 minutes. So, like I said, barring something unforeseen, we'll just let this roll. But taking on hand, we're going to have some 4-cheese frozen pizza tonight, too. Ta-da! Okay, you ready for some pizza? So this didn't come out looking too bad at all. I've got the frozen one going right now, and unless I put up a screenshot of it being burnt to a crisp, I guess you can probably assume that went well too. Any changes, I'll let you know. But our own came out pretty much to be okay. The crust recipe works pretty well, actually. That 2 cups of flour, 1 cup of water makes an exact 12-inch round, which is a good little trick to know. Pizza. Mm. Mm. Doughy, yeasty, crispy but not burnt. It's a little pasty on the bottom, but it's not raw. It tastes like pizza. It's good, and it cooks in the amount of time they said. So, given the fact that it's relatively convenient, easy to use, you can use it for multiple things. It's not just for making homemade pizza. You can do frozen, you can do other foods. The price point was not ridiculous. I was talking to Mark, it was anywhere from like $50 to $80, depending on if you get it on sale or not. And otherwise, I was pretty well satisfied with it. The only tiny thing is that the cord's a little short. The cord's only about 3 feet long, and I only noticed because I was reinstalling my Nintendo SNES and NES Minis. And the cord on the NES Mini is very short for the controller, and it makes it hard to sit anywhere but 3 feet from the screen while you're working. So I was acutely aware of it yesterday while we were filming. And it's got a short cord. I had to get an extension. Is that a big deal? If I didn't own an extension cord, I couldn't use the product. So we're going to go with 4.5 thumbs up out of 5. Our Toxic Avenger multi-thumb creature. 4.5 out of 5. And again, because it was pretty much flawless, except for the little bit of feature I had with the cord and getting comfortable. Otherwise, everything went well. Pizza went good. So if you try something similar, do let us know. If you have a similar product that you've tried out that you've had good or bad success with, let us know below. And do enjoy the video. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Please do subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You'll get alerts when we have new videos and when we go live. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All our contact info is below as well. Thanks, and we'll catch up with you very soon. Pizza. Nothing in the world so bad that it can't be resolved with pizza. Bye, everybody. Mwah.